ekene kwa mo ne bunde manje mo na ekene kwa mo biko na anya na screen ga nwe ihe na afọ kede ihe for the benefit of ndị nara amara agụ ihe ka ngopụtali na say defense minister says southeast insecurity need more military action. Southeast insecurity. Now begin to ask yourself biko don't go and video no amane na afọ ofuma juzi onwe gị kede the southeast insecurity need more military action kalia insecurity naga on the north and other part of Nigeria. Gwakenemo obu na oburu agenda. No. Obu na oburu agenda. And afaki push against the southeast, against the Igbo. Gwakenemo ihe defense minister has no need more military action. Abanenabu mo ito galaga. Kandame suffer most of one of the biggest casualties in their history for Ogohana Anuta Makande Boko Haram Nande Band na date Nando Oda Imana Ibiana note about this insecurity. There are so many of the also Boko na bandits kaimwe. There are many of them still in this Nigeria today. Now Nanya na scream. Yeah, English Alaji Telegram page. Actually, me play that video. Actually, maybe we can play a kunu koda dana ka an post here where opalanando to. So, and the chief of defense minister did not see anything. Ibia kuku makode hano. Ndum mmadụ na anwụ nike mgbe na anabo ndị mmadụ kebe a na-aba ọkụkọ ndị mmadụ adịghịzi value kịta ịnọ na Igbo mmadụ 20 to you all the Google common makwa ihe bụ mmadụ 20 makwa ihe bụ mmadụ 10 ya nọ nwe ebe egburu mmadụ na-abụ ma ọ fọzia mmadụ 10 that's ime ebe kwulu n'iru gị egbu mmadụ especially ndị a na-eji mma ebe n'ọnụ ya nọ nwe ebe ahụ egbu mmadụ 3 4 ajụ ibutu gị n'ala wee fọzie ebe a na-agwa gị na eji mma wee gbuo mmadụ 15 20 30 40. Now our chief of minister of defense I follow those places so he tiga his people or borrow is insecurity na east eye kede insecurity also na east eye kala nke ndu mmadụ ji aka we create ya which na unu niile mma how you people created it because it's very obvious that na obu n'obodo ada agbagalagala ndị na-eme ka ego from it anara eme ka ego ha obu n'obodo ada agbagala even ndị ọcha knows that obu na Africa ada agbagalagala they don't make their money. It's a proven reality onye ọbụla ma obodo ndị Colombia n'anya na screen gị na ndị Colombia decide to give a build their megane embassy na Nigeria. It just here we get relationship Nigeria na Colombia ji unu ihe na-eme na Colombia unu ihe ji mala. So does this thing a signal that no na-achị has something to do with ihe na-ese and ihe na-akpọ akpọ? Investors are leaving the country. Investors are leaving the country. Obona ebe onye na-eme ihe online na generate go video for AI na edit. Iwelu phone gas na Nigeria. That is why most of the time I know when you use a VPN. Enwe some site ya ba signal as long as you know Nigeria that another site ama mmepe. Obona maka gene those people have left the country. They have left the country. Kitoboloza ndị ka alụlụ office so that ị na-ebupụ ntụ na ahịhịa are very very easy so that any enwe joint communication. Yotago. Now mgbe chief of army staff mechara that statement there. Mgbe sị mba na that statement calls for urgent attention. Ka m wetali ya ndị bai ebe a na-agbali ya kirikiri. Now we will that video because I like you can show whether that statement was done because when we think Soludo, I prove the fact that Soludo said it. So that Kida Putanichi or Brunandine Bugali misinformation. Why that need to still ya? Kodadana ka Fabrizio, Ronaldo na Messi. I am not part of that one. Manam but that one can have ya. Now when we take that post, where will you paste even na clarify come on such news or may exist. Nehamful, na scream can go again. A Western. Here is the gist in plain terms. What? Who said it? Nigerian Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, speaking at the Southeast Regional Security Summit 2026 in Umuahia, Abia State. What he is saying: sending in soldiers and police is not enough to fix insecurity in the Southeast. Akwa Abia State Kojelo. Now, in his speech, always saying that send the soldiers and police is not enough. So it was really plain. We be aware to a bomb. ABC sending police and soldiers is not enough. Because now some of the I post to such statement, and the mother also wave where aside without pay more attention to that English. Imana even when you na ekwu must say na icho izolu ndị Nigeria ihe ti ya n'ime akwụkwọ a na-agụ agụ, and icho hide information dee ya ogonogo that the average Nigerian youth enwero time ha ji agụ ihe tolo ogonogo. That was why a very dark man when I weapon the police for, because he watched that their police report. It takes patience, it takes time. That is what I am trying to also do here. No matter no but that is we able. I call we unafo able to see an increasing police unawegota ihanaga on dear. Makapo say that you feel no just I just cook here. Man, there is a deeper meaning to those things. Always, he said addressing the regional security threat requires more security operations alone. Always, real lasting peace need a mix of things working together: good governance, economic development, community involvement, and tackling the root cause of insecurity, not just security forces deployment alone. Now, in actually tackle the root of it. I need name the root of insecurity na nearby. One, kunu create with akunu. Two, apology for Operation Python Crocodile Dance Meme. And also releasing Igbo youth that are still in prison for more than 5 years now today, with no trial and no communication from the family. Then they crown it all because to crown it all, that is the genesis anger of every Igbo youth Obunamma today about Nigeria. Before Kubeziyoku, Iwete Biafra. First of all, Ayebuzo hapo onye eji. When I was on a round table, where Bofoma, am I communicating? Always he listed specific problem dragging the regions down. Itolom madam. Violent area. Ukunoka. Ishom madoku. And imende police attack, and also now attacks on security personnel and infrastructure. Always say illegal weapon flooding in, restless idle youth, and misinformation. Restless idle youth are currently creating. Or the responsibility of the government to create jobs for the youth, or is it the responsibility of the church or mosque, or responsibility in the village chairman or local government? It is the responsibility of the government. Bring in investors, let them invest, build company that can be able to employ 1,000 youth. Before say, the company na East die today, now employ 500 youths yearly. And we have a day, 1,000 people na weba. 500 morning, 500 night, 500 morning, 500 night. The company di ha naming me na Southeast die. Nothing. And we're on Kadiade. Then he also stressed that lasting security depends on collaboration, mutual trust, information sharing, partnership, and communities and communications actually participating, not government action alone. In other words, also communities and everybody, mando bodo, mandi nature bodo, yabajika akono. If you see something, say something. If you warrant you someone came, this is what the man actually said in that thing. So to crown it all, also in one sentence, Mwebe put on the ground cannot solve Southeast security problem by themselves. It also takes job, trust, between government and citizens and communities working with security agencies instead of against them. Oga lie to lie. Lie to lie. So ebe ọbụla isi nweta vidiyo anụnwa jụzie onwe gị sị na n'Igbo anyị ọ dị ka Maiduguri, may ha ji pay much attention to it, to also to label it that it is not enough, that they have to do more. More unu na-eme or more ebe na-atọrọ mme mmadụ or more ebe na-reduce the number of Igbo youth. Ekenekwa m unu ka ọ dị.